Oh, they missed that. See.
Yo, yo,
Hi.
yo, 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 yo. All here we are, our regular Wednesday.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Hi.
whoop, whoop. Charity has a new toy. Oh, you shut it off. We can't hear you now. What happened?
Turn it off.
Oh, now it's on. Now it's on. Okay. Somehow I couldn't hear you. Can't hear you again. Oh, nothing. We got nothing.
Nothing? Is
Now I
that
hear
good?
it. Yeah,
Is that
that's
good?
good.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
Now I need to stop touching it.
Yeah.
So I told some people we were going to start at 2 today.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
we
Good.
are. It's 2. Yay. Okay.
Yay.
So we
So
talked.
today,
Yeah.
yeah, we're with Love Infinity. I'm Nicole Fevrier Davis from Mind Body Mastery, and we're talking about how we can positively impact our finances and money, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And we're going to do a meditation and a reading.
Yes, we're going to do a meditation and a reading. And I just wanted to say, like, I have this. Oh, hey, Gina. Hi.
Yeah. Hi, Gina. I told Gina to come on. She's going to ask you a question for a reading.
Cool.
Gina, I'm so happy to talk with you today. She's an amazing human being. We had a great talk today, and she reached out to me years ago, and I finally just got in touch with her.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it does that. The whole timeline thing, you kind of lose track when there are other things going on. But I'm happy you're joining us, Gina. Thank you.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe she'll have a question for you about finances and all that.
Absolutely. We have a lot of interesting details here today. I have a great meditation to do for kind of centering yourself and attracting more abundance in your life. And I hate saying attract more abundance in your life because it sounds kind of trite and overused. But basically, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to increase our vibration, be more like money and less like our own personalities. And that's a whole other conversation right there. But we are working on things that will help eliminate blockages. And I am working on a therapeutic treatment right now for my clients to help them lose weight, but also get where they need to be in their life. And one of those things is, financially stable and secure, which is really, really popular topic right now, especially with the COVID and everything. So we can maybe what we should do, Charity, though, is just talk about a couple of the things we've done feng shui wise to help us in our lives with prosperity, but then go into the meditation, because I think going into the meditation right away we might lose a couple of people right away. What do you think?
I don't know. I love meditation. I hope
I
we
do
don't
too.
lose any of you. And when we meditate together, it's very powerful at changing the energy in the whole world, raising the vibration for all of us, conscious or
Yes.
non-conscious.
Yes. Well, and I think it's important to also acknowledge where you want and need to create peace within yourself so you can perpetuate that. And that workshop is coming up in September. I don't even know where it's going to be held. Where is it going to be held?
Here in Tampa, Clearwater area, yes.
Tampa, Clearwater. And we hope that we can accommodate everyone. We're going to start advertising, marketing that soon. So details to come, right, Charity?
Yes, we'll have the links everywhere where you can sign up and save your spot. And it's going to be really good. It's going to be great. And if
Yeah.
anybody is in our area now in the St. Pete, Tampa, Clearwater area, I'm going to be down there this afternoon checking out the new pier that they built.
Nice.
It was a big controversial thing that was going on for the locals down there because it's one of those historical places and monuments, and they tore it down and built a new pier.
Well, does it have the hope of, like, we're talking about abundance and prosperity? Is there hope for more jobs? Is that the whole idea there, or?
That's a good question because they used to have a restaurant and stuff, and that was another controversial thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, but water is abundance, like
Yes.
the whole world, and one of the elements that we both use for abundance in feng shui
Feng shui. Yeah.
Fountains of
Yes.
water in the corners
In fact,
flowing.
I'll show you. I'll give you a little tour of the setup I have in my foyer,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is kind of fun. So this is my foyer here. You notice I have some mirrors behind me, kind of like drawing in water, but then they're not facing the door. But this is what I do have facing the door, is this sweet little fountain setup. I don't know if, can you see that,
Oh,
Charity?
I love that. That's so beautiful. Wow.
Isn't that sweet?
Wow.
And so then I also have a picture of the Cape up here in the Northeast on the back wall. And I have chimes up in the corner and 3 mirrors facing the other mirror. So they're not pushing water away, they're engaging water, they're bringing water in. And so that's like my ode to wealth and prosperity. But at the same time, throughout the house, I've noticed like I have those really fun froggies. So like these guys, I have this one is a fun frog, and you,
Oh,
oops,
yeah. I love those for money and abundance.
yes, money and abundance. And then you were talking was it last week? I forget. There, I have, oops, this guy here. He's
Wow,
pretty
you got
big.
a big one.
Yeah, I have frogs all over the place. I love frogs. But then I also, like you said, I have the jade plant. You know, Coco Pelli is also very cool to have, so I always have him around. And then I have jade plants everywhere. You know, these are babies, actually, offshoots from a bigger plant that I have. I couldn't bring in here,
Oh,
but
I have one right behind. Well, I did have one behind. Oh, he's right over there.
yay!
By my Buddhism.
Yeah, nice. So, I mean, a lot of people will say, you know, like, I don't understand, you know, why these things, if you place them in your house, do they really bring you money? And I think part of it is psychological, right? But I think part of it is also energetic. So you're putting your attention on something that means something to you right now, and it's kind of like keeping its importance level in your life on a higher vibration. But it's also, I think, like I said, putting your attention, your focus on that thing. And I noticed I saw some beautiful mind movies. Charity, you've heard of mind movies, right?
Yeah, they're really cool. Kind of like, excuse me, vision boards.
Oh, and explain what the glasses do.
Rose-colored shades. You see the world through rose-colored shades, and it definitely changes your energy and your mood. I said I was going to wear them next. Well, one of the podcasts, I said I would wear it next. So here I am.
I love it.
Shades and loving life, enjoying all the color.
And you can get
the world through rose-colored is amazing.
You can buy those on your website, correct?
Yes.
How much are they?
I think they're $35. I need to know this.
Quick quiz. So they're $35 on your website, which is awesome because I do want to get a pair myself, and maybe I can join you next time with my rose-colored glasses. So yeah, I think that a lot of it has to do with our vibration, our environment, what we're thinking, what we're feeling, and things like the rose-colored glasses, little tributes like the fountain that I have in my foyer to the wealth and abundance of life. But also I like the idea of mind movies. So if any of you have any, you know, experiences with mind movies, please share it with me. I know myself, I've been doing a meditation every morning, and I'm going to start at night too, because there's so much research done on doing like that mind movie just before you go to sleep. You have 8 hours of programming already preset in your brain, which I love that idea.
You just reminded me of my mind movie I made a long time ago. Not a long time ago. I made it last year with this shaman that I was doing Aya microdosing with, and I forgot about it. So
what was it? What was the mind movie about?
Everything that so he has you write 25 intentions that you say in your eyes in the mirror, and you say them three times in your own eyes. And the mind movie was representing all those intentions that I had. and I didn't watch it that much because I went on the road right after. I was in Egypt, so it's really convenient and easy to carry around ayahuasca with you, liquid form, and have refrigeration in Egypt. In fact, we hardly had internet. I mean, I was off the grid for a month in Egypt.
Wow. I would love to go to Egypt.
Very, very magical. I highly recommend it, and I must go back. I definitely am going to go back.
Yeah.
I feel like I've definitely had a past life there, and you pick up parts of yourself in each of the temples. And going with Reverend Michael Beckwith was incredible because it is incredible, and they go every other year with a group, and the way that the commentators explain it there, and then he and his brother explain it in a different way, and it's just beautiful, beautiful.
That's
It was like,
awesome.
also it was like having 5 days in one day because we would start, man, we were getting up at 3 and 4 in the morning to do
Wow.
that. And then we wouldn't go to bed until 12 or 1 in the morning some days because
Yeah.
all the things that we were doing in a day, like even climbing Mount Sinai, they recommend you start climbing around 9 or 10 p.m. to make it to the top by sunrise.
Oh,
So then you meditate up there, and that's where the 10 commandments, and then when you climb down, it's a little faster going down. It still takes all day. Then you see the burning bush, and then the temple that's there. It's kind of ironic because it's a Catholic or a Presbyterian church, and being in Egypt, it's kind of bizarre because their nationality religion is Muslim or something, or
right.
different, not what you would think.
Right, right.
So beautiful though. We got special privileges to be in the temple and the pyramids before and after it was closed. So we had our own privacy meditations in there. We weren't even allowed to share the pictures because it's sacred
Yeah,
stuff. So,
absolutely.
yeah.
What
And
an experience.
yeah,
What
it
an
was
incredible.
incredible. Even like at the where the burning bush was or is, they have all these the original scripts written that haven't even been in public at all. So they're
Wow.
preserved and all. Yeah, the things that we got to see and do are incredible. Being
Yeah,
in the
that's
Nile River, the Nile was cool. Scuba diving in the Red Sea. Oh gosh, it was just
the closest that I ever got to Egypt was I worked at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in Manhattan. I had an apprenticeship there, and when there wasn't, some cod piece to discover or research, or some loincloth or something like that, they'd say go explore, and so we got the chance to explore Egypt through their collections, which was really really special. The Temple of Dendur. I don't know if you've ever been there. Oh my God, it's
there's
beautiful.
we did so much. We were on a plane, a train, or a boat, or an uh, yeah, or a bus because
Oh yeah.
we flew somewhere private charters, and we had so much stuff that they couldn't fly us to the next back to where we needed to go.
Wow.
So we had to take a bus, and it took
Wow.
forever. Oh my God, it
Wow.
was crazy.
But what
But
great
mummies,
memories.
seeing real live mummies too, and how they preserved
It's
it was,
crazy.
it's wild. Some of the alligators and stuff. Wow.
I
It's
just recently had a past life regression kind of spontaneously with another woman who we have always, and if you ever come to my house or my bedroom or my office, I want to say about maybe over 150 journals. I write everything down, absolutely everything. And I had this kind of like flashback that this woman and I, who are friends, the reason why we're friends now is because we did live in Egypt, and we were like scribes, and we were writing down these sacred scrolls for people who were passing, and like setting up that burial site, and all that stuff. So it was just really really fascinating that oh, and she binds books of natural paper, natural leaves, and
wow.
and it's
That's
just a
cool.
very yeah, it's a really cool thing, but it's unusual, right? You don't
Yeah.
normally hear about that. So, and then, so I was like, maybe you and I work together because I love to write and you love to bind things.
Yeah, that's great. And speaking of books, Stephen and I just finished the Positive Impact book. So listeners and everyone out there, look out for that. It's coming. We just have to finish the cover and then we will be launching in the next week or two. I'm so excited. I
That's
love,
exciting.
love this book. I
That's
love it
awesome.
myself. It has
So,
declarations in it instead of affirmations. It gives you, it's very helpful, really good book. I'm very excited. It's got infographics in it. It's got beautiful photographs in it.
so it's all about how
Places
you
around the world.
developed your thought of positive impact, or how does it read?
Well, it's both Stephen and I, and he's taken the words positive impact as the acronym and used words to live by, and then declarations, and then little examples, and then infographics and photographs of sacred places that I've been traveling. Or
Beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful.
really, really, I love it. It's so helpful, and it's got factual things in it, and
And I think people just need a resource to remind them of how to be positive again. I was saying that to a friend of mine. I said, I just like being with you because you're always so uplifting. You're so positive, and nothing makes him feel bad. He just doesn't allow it. He's like, I don't believe in feeling bad about anything. So,
well,
he's
it
just,
is a choice. It is a choice, and there are things that happen, like me, I stay pretty positive. I have my moments, especially through this COVID. I've felt the collective energy, and I felt a little down and tired, and I just honor it. I just
mhm.
go, I feel it out, feel where it is in my body, rest if I need to rest, and not beat myself up about it, and
Right.
and be okay with it, and then it passes, and then you can get to that spot of where you choose to be.
Yeah, I totally agree. Right after the 4th of July weekend, I kind of like went into a lull and I was like, what is going on? But it was a combination of things. It was the first time that we had gone to a party in a while. And I started to realize that I felt overwhelmed by their energy. Like all of their agendas and their emotions and everything were still with me when I came home. I should have done like a sea salt bath, like we had talked about a couple of
Yeah,
weeks
that
ago. I
clears it
should have
up.
done something like that because it really did weigh heavy on me, and I felt like, oh my God, I've got to snap out of this. But it wasn't about snapping out; it was about it, kind of peeling off of their energy. So I think that has a lot to do with that. You're shut in for so long, you don't have any defenses up, and then you go out, and then you're susceptible to all of that's out there. So I think a lot of people are suffering a little bit of energy drain from that, but also readapting and adjusting to being in proximity with each other again is kind of like a new experience, I want to say.
Yeah, I know. I felt that the other day with the bachelorette party. I didn't really drink that much. It a little bit affects me a lot because I'm I stay pretty clean. Lately, I haven't been. That said, I only had 3 drinks. I didn't finish 2 of them, and I felt very buzzed. So I felt the energy of all of them.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, when you go out in a crowd, it's not your habit anymore to kind of like practice grounding. So you go out in a crowd and then you're not grounded and you're drinking and you're being bombarded with, all of that energy. You're like, whoa, I have like a not karma, but an auric field overload kind of thing, like, okay, I gotta rein it in now and get myself balanced again.
That's when it's good to shield yourself. Shield
Yes.
with pink light, with love is. I love shielding with love, pink light and love, pure love, because if someone does throw negative thoughts toward you or negative anything, it bounces off and goes right back to them. So you want it to be love. If it's just if it's just a regular old shield and it bounces off and hits them, it makes them sick, and dirty and it's their negative energy back, if it is a negative thing. If
Yeah,
it's
and
love, it's love, it's love.
I also believe that if you are coming from that place of love, like if you have a business, if you have an online business, I always project love into my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter accounts, because not just to protect myself, because that's a piece of this, let's just say, but I also feel that when people know that you're coming from a place of love, they're more likely to invest in you. You know what I mean? Like it sucks when you believe in something and that person you find out is actually an idiot, like, or just really angry. And you're like, oh man, I really wanted to be involved in someone who had a more positive vibration than that. So I always use love or like sending that pink light for all the social media, because you see so much negativity.
Yeah, Gina and I were talking about that today, that she's trying to keep her energy field clean by staying off of Facebook, just because of all the political things that are on there and stuff like that.
And I get so you get so jaded, you just don't want to hear it anymore. It's just exhausting, and it's a waste of your energy. So let's gather our energy, right, for abundance and wealth and prosperity.
Yeah, so let's do the meditation. Are you guys ready?
We'll do a little meditation. I hope that you get the opportunity to kind of review this at another time. What I have found to be super, super effective and very helpful is when I can go back to a mind movie or a meditation and just utilize it, like we're going to use the Positive Impact book, and remind ourselves of how wealthy and prosperous we really, really are. So one of the things I picked up, and forgive me, I ripped off Tony Robbins, but I do use it.
Yeah.
I do use it in my own meditations. So this is how this goes.
Okay.
I always say, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. My belief is that God's wealth is circulating in my life in waterfalls of abundance by infinite intelligence, and in miraculous ways, my intentions are made manifest for me now. I ask the Holy Spirit, God, and all of the ascended masters and angels to assist me in finding that which will bring me the best and highest good for my abundance, my checking account, my savings account, and anything I need in between. So as you sit and you relax in this moment, I want you to take another long, slow, deep inhale. And exhale. Breathing deeply and evenly. And allow your awareness to sink deeper into your chair beneath you, dropping your shoulders. And I want you to breathe and think about how active your energy is in creating your wealth. And I want you to see that wealth as a visceral element in your life. And I want you to take another long, slow, deep inhale. And imagine that brilliance, that light, that abundance flowing in through the top of your head, relaxing your scalp, bringing peace to your mind. As you take another long, slow, deep inhale. Inhale all that wealth, that prosperity, that joy. Infinite prosperity rushes in through the top of your head, through your mind, into your face, your eyes, your mouth, flooding your throat. And you take another long, slow, deep inhale. And the light flows down now through your shoulders, Relaxing your shoulders, elongating your spine, releasing tension. And you take another long, slow, deep inhale. And the light flows down your arms, through your chest, into your stomach, your abdomen, all the way down into the perineum, the root of your spine, into that energetic center of the root chakra. And I want you to bring your awareness down into the root chakra. And I want you to just make a mental note, if it were a color, what color would it be? And if there were a symbol involved in the root chakra and the energy of the root chakra, what is the symbol? Breathing deeply and evenly, relaxing. Ask your root chakra if there are any blockages to your wealth and prosperity. Is there anything you should be aware of? And allow simple answers to come to mind. It could be a simple yes, a no. It could show you a picture of something maybe you're missing in your life. Allow your root chakra to talk to you and give you all the information you need. To be brilliantly abundant, eternally prosperous. And then take another long, slow, deep inhale. And make a mental note as you exhale and allow your body to run the energy down through your hips, your thighs, and allow that energy to run like a waterfall rushing over your knees, into your calves, your ankles, your feet. As you see the roots of the root chakra growing deeper and deeper into the earth, absorbing all the nutrients, all the water you need to grow and prosper. Those nutrients come back 1,000-fold as you see that energy flow up through the base of the spine, creating new plants, new symbols of prosperity, new abundance. There's joy in this moment as you reaffirm, my belief is that God's wealth is circulating in my life in waterfalls of abundance by infinite intelligence, and in miraculous ways my intentions are made manifest for me now. And you see those beautiful lines of energy creating abundant roses and flowers and a wealth of beauty growing up through your heart, through your throat and your thymus, into your mind, bringing with it new ideas, new energy. And you see different pathways opening before you, opportunities for new work, a different viewpoint in your prosperity. Passive and aggressive income flow to you easily and effortlessly. You are the magnet of wealth. You automatically attract thousands of dollars with limitless potential. Your energy is vibrating at the energy that all money vibrates, attracting more and more and more. Your bounty is endless. See yourself depositing check after check after check into your accounts. See yourself signing contracts for millions of dollars. See yourself happily enjoying your life without worry, without frustration, free of anxiety. You are completely fulfilled. Hold this vision of yourself and give thanks and gratitude for this moment that you have stepped into that natural path of wealth and prosperity. There's so much, it overflows as you're able to support freely many nonprofits, giving effortlessly to all those who need your support and your help. Your abundance grows exponentially as the universe provides and your intentions are met for others. The sharing increases your vibration even more, bringing you more and more opportunities for wealth. And we thank the Holy Spirit. We thank God and all the ascended masters, all of the angels for assisting in our wealth, our vision of our own prosperity, keeping us safe and inspired while we discover that perfect path for our lives to express wealth. And gently bring your awareness back into this room, back into your seat, back into your body, and gently open your eyes and rotate your wrists when you feel comfortable.
Thank you. That was so beautiful. I love your meditations.
Thank you.
They're so good. And for all of our listeners out there, we are going to be editing all the meditations that we do and just keep them separate too. So if you just want to listen to the meditation later on, we'll have that on all our channels and on Positive Impact website.
Fantastic. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And if any of you have questions for anything that we talk about, please post them here.
Yeah, I have yeah, if you have any questions, especially about money, if you have any questions about prosperity, work, feel free to type and ask.
Yeah, Gina gave you a question for your reading. If she's still here, is she still on?
Yes, I think she is. She says happy to be here, but that was earlier. I think a lot of people are getting used to the idea of you and I being on at 2:30 or 2 o'clock Wednesday, Friday. So, like my Instagram people, I just let know today. So it's not ideal
She
timing in
says, yeah,
marketing.
she's still here.
Oh, okay.
So, what's your question for your reading today? So you get to have a reading.
Hi, Gina. Oh, that's so cool. This is a new feature I didn't realize I could use. It like pops up on their screen too. Yes, I'm here. Oh, you got that before I did. I'm having a thunderstorm here, so I don't
So
know.
what's your question for Nicole, Psychic Nicole, for your reading?
She's working on it, Charity.
She's typing.
She's typing. That meditation, I think, really did shift something energetically. Something happened. Oh, beautiful. The meditation was so on point with me energetically. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy. You know, I'm so happy for you. Thank you. I'm glad you got something out of it. Maybe that's all she needed, Charity. Good meditation on money, baby. One of the things I think also helps people, it's not just like keeping it in mind, but the mind movie. But it's also like people say, you don't even have to do anything.
There she is. I'm not sure how to ask my question. Just
Oh, all right.
ask anything about money and wealth, maybe, right?
Yeah, maybe it's not necessarily about.
Well,
Yes, I did feel it. Yeah, good. Oh, good. Excellent. I really do try to project, like Reiki and love at the same time. So Gina's our testimonial.
maybe your question is about a relationship or a job coming up, or
Anything you want. Anything you want. One of the things I was going to say is a lot of people say you don't have to do anything if you're doing the right meditations or if you're doing the right, mantras and mind movies. There's, the quantum field will bring something to you. But I am a huge believer that when you get a hit on something that you feel can make you money, act on it immediately. If you look up anything in the superconscious in terms of, Nicole, are you able to sense without my asking? Well, let's say
you were starting to say something. What came up for me today was Bitcoin, investing in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency.
Bitcoin, yeah.
Yeah, all that. That's the future, and
Oh, so Gina, they're talking. My guides are talking a little bit about something in your heart that you've always wanted to do. Yeah, you've always wanted to do this thing, but there was a. They're talking to me, Gina. I'm talking to my guides now, Gina. Forgive me. Hold on a second. We're talking about Gina. Talking about her. Okay, something else. We're talking about Gina. Yeah. I'm seeing planes. I'm seeing planes and something you've always wanted to do. And are you contemplating a changing career? Are you thinking about changing a career? I feel like I see a lot of planes. But there's fear around it. Maybe you can just give me a cue, like what's going on with that. So do the Bitcoin, like if you have $10, Charity, just do the Bitcoin, throw a little money at it,
I already have some money in it. I put a while ago, I think I put $500 in it I have friends that made a lot of money on that and did their own mining and co-ops, and they're retired for life from it.
Yeah. My son does a bit of investing with Bitcoin. I feel less secure about that, but I did take like $1,000, honestly, at the start of COVID, because a very good friend of mine who's is coming in a huge way, but I'm not sure how soon. I see money coming with things I'm going to do, but I also see winning the lottery. Oh, yeah. You know, it's so funny you said that, because just as I sat down, so I hear voices all the time, and some of them are not like of the highest quality, so I try to tune them out. But someone was talking about winning the lottery, so that was kind of funny. Yeah. I also see, I don't know, I see there's potential for that, but there's something else. So your thymus chakra isn't actually working at greatest capacity. I feel like there's something else that you could be doing that would be much more fulfilling, and that brings a lot of money. It could be the lottery. I'm feeling though that there's more fulfillment for you, and something you end up doing that doesn't necessarily have to do with what you're doing right now. So just keep that in mind as you're like pursuing, money in abundance is coming. This is what Gina says. I know monetary abundance is coming in a huge way, but I'm not sure how soon. I see money coming with things I'm going to do, but I also have money coming soon from winning the lottery. Let's say July, August, September, October. Something happens in October. Could be the lottery. Something shifts or happens in October, like you take a bigger chance in October than you do right now. Because everyone and their brothers in the lottery right now. I think after, the phases start opening up. Good.
Everyone and the brothers in the lottery right now. What does that mean?
What?
What do you mean everybody's in the lottery?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
So everyone's been looking for, we're all applying for unemployment. We're doing this. We're doing
that lottery. But you're paying for that in the end, aren't you? Isn't that against you in some way?
I think it sincerely has a lot to do with your personal outlook. If you feel like the lottery is the way to go for you, I don't think that's a negative in karmic, in the karmic world. I just think it's not bypassing anything if you actually feel drawn to it. I personally don't feel drawn to do the lottery. I just never have. That's just me. But I've always felt that I have a gift that I can offer people, and that has been like I hit the lottery for me.
Yeah. Well, we all won the lottery by being born.
Yes.
The statistics of all the sperm that go through and all the opportunity and how hard it really is to get pregnant, to create. Jerry at Rhythmia in Costa Rica, he has the statistics and the numbers, and it's like 1 out of a zillion or something crazy amount of numbers. And
it's an incredible blessing. And I think we all kind of take that for granted. Obviously we're here every day in and day out. We're going to get up tomorrow and pretty much the same thing's going to happen as today. And we're going to do it with the same bodies and the same minds. But to be truly prosperous, we have to acknowledge on a totally different level something that may be preventing us from getting what we need and what we want. So I want to ask Gina if you saw anything during the visualization part in your root chakra. Did you notice anything in there? Was anything coming up?
Be right back.
Uh-oh.
I have to use the restroom so bad, you guys. I apologize. I went before we started the podcast, and
well, your bladder's only like that big. I mean, less than that. So totally understandable. But my point is, if you found something in the root chakra, you may want to pay attention to that. So a lot of people, and I teach a workshop called Be a Body Psychic. And the Be a Body Psychic workshop, actually, I'll be doing a Zoom one this, not this Friday, the following Friday, the 17th. If you want to join me, you can email me, or you can respond to this feed here. You can also get in touch with me via Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at Nicole's MBM, acronym for Mind Body Mastery, at Nicole's MBM on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter if you want to join us Friday the 17th for a BioBody Psychic workshop. So what I just did in this particular meditation was I had you draw your attention to the root chakra and to explore your root chakra, because really that's the key portal, right, for all wealth and prosperity. That's where we start to work on. Oh, nice. So the color was green. Okay, so I do this for the entire body, and we get into universal and personal symbolism when we work together in terms of the BioBody Psychic workshop. But for Gina, she just had a chance to kind of like share that the color she found was green, and the symbol was a spiral in the root chakra. And the spiral, first, the color green, obviously, when you find a color of one of the chakras in a different area, it means you're in love with that thing, right? Believe in your higher self and trust. Okay, you have to believe in your higher self and trust. That's a beautiful point. But when your root chakra is green, two things are happening. One is it's telling me that you absolutely love something about either where you're living or what you're doing for a living, and you really enjoy making a beautiful space and home for yourself. And if that is true, then you're going to have an easier time in creating wealth in your life. I'm just giving you the back knowledge that I have about how the body shows us color in order to communicate. So the other thing that spiral, depending upon the direction of the spiral, if it's going up or if it's going down. So the spirals can mean a number of things. It's obviously moving energy, and you may be moving energy up through the crown chakra so that you can trust your higher self more, or you may be circulating it down into the earth so you can explore your options for wealth and prosperity on a more, I want to say, in-depth level, if that makes sense. Does any of that make sense to you, Gina? There's so many beautiful things that our bodies are holding for us and trying to communicate with us. And I love that, you did see something. Most people will see something, but I am all for taking that hit from the superconscious and that higher self. If you are inspired to do something that gives you wealth and prosperity, go for it. Just do it. I have often found that when I follow my instincts like that, immediately I'll get a hit, like I should call this person, or I should put this up on Facebook right away, and I get responses right away. It's just a really unique opportunity for you to kind of start that communication with your higher self, your soul, through the communication that you create through these visualizations in your body. Charity, I was just telling everyone, next Friday the 17th, I'm giving a BioBody Psychic workshop via Zoom. So if someone would like to join us, please email me, or you can call.
Share the link here too.
I should share the link here. What the hell am I doing?
Don't cheat on yourself. Don't cheat on yourself. Just do it.
One of the things that I and this is a problem, from the center and moves outward. Ooh, so you have a message, Gina. What's your message to the masses? You typed that while we chat.
Believe in your higher self, she said, and trust. Believe in yourself and your higher self and trust. That's
but
so
she's got some sort of a
she's an intuitive too. We all are. We just tap in, or we forget how, or just practice tapping in.
Yeah, tapping in is crucial, and meditations like we just did are crucial to your, not just a prosperity level, but clarity of mind. After I started really focusing and honing in on my meditations day in and day out, I realized that I wanted to refocus my attention on things like this, like the podcast, like a reality TV series, like radio and broadcast, because I feel like we all have this message, but I feel overwhelmed because I have so many messages, so many things I want to share with people. So I literally I was fine actually when COVID started, not because of the health implications or anything, but because it helped me scale back my schedule so I could focus on things like this. And that's what you find, is that the thing that's going to bring you the greatest fulfillment financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, is the thing that needs your attention most. So you have to do some like mental pruning. You have to prune out the stuff that isn't going to get you where you want to be ultimately, and start honing in and focusing on those potentials that you can create given the information you have, and utilize it right away.
Yes.
They always say, if like you get a message from the superconscious, don't wait, just do it. Just do it, because it's coming from a higher place.
Yeah. Inspiration from God. That's what inspiration. We talked about that today too, Gina and I. Your calling, your purpose, and what it is you think of a time when you were inspired, and the feeling that you had in that moment is your calling. It's your purpose.
Yep.
And my purpose is that people live and experience unconditional love. And the way that I know that that's happening is I check in being mindful, and does everybody around me feel unconditional love? Am I feeling unconditional love? And that's how I know I'm living my purpose, my calling.
Yeah.
And we have more than one, probably, that's just my main. And it makes sense for me because my name means love. Charity means love. And my parents were not hippies. Far from it. They may be coming, throughout my life with my parents, they're becoming more hippie now than they were me growing up. They were very Republican and very, well, my dad was in the Navy, so yeah, kind of the opposite of hippie. And now they're both becoming more hippie-ish. Like even my dad has a ponytail right now. He had a Harley, and then thankfully he traded it in. He wiped out so bad, he made it sound like he got a little scratch. I see him, he's got scars all over. I'm like, Dad, what the heck happened? Oh yeah, that little fall that I had on my motorcycle. I'm like, that
road burn.
You made it sound like you just had a little scratch. He pretty much almost killed himself.
The motorcycle was his calling. So what other part of your calling, though, Charity, do you feel is kind of wrapped into your positive impact? Is it like you're doing this through articles, through podcasts?
And sharing with the world love and embracing everything that happens in life. Because maybe some things feel horrific, and they do happen, and they don't feel good. Unfortunately, we learn the most from those. And if we can just embrace them and know that there's a lesson and a blessing in everything that happens, it is what it is. It's not right or wrong or good or bad.
Right.
It is what it is. And now we're reliving the roaring 20s. And here we are in 2020, reliving the roaring 20s. We have an article coming out about it and what we could have learned then, what we must learn now this time around. So history repeats itself until we learn.
Well, and I asked, I think I told you, I did a channeled session. I asked the Holy Spirit, and, I was asking Metatron, like, what is this all about? And basically it's not just karmic impact health-wise. We are a part of this huge universe. Part of that universe is our natural world. And we've been systematically destroying forests for centuries. And so, the way I have, it's been described to me is that it's not just our ecocosm. It's not just the energy that we share with each other. It's not just like the universe and the stars. It literally is all connected. So when we impact our environment, it's going to impact us in our bodies. But that serves a different purpose, because we would never have seen how beautiful our earth could be without stopping everything. The water in Italy being clear, and the skies being clear, and all of a sudden indigenous plants and animals are starting to come back. And that never would have happened if we just kept rolling through our, you know, our lives and our environments the way we had been. So there are numerous reasons why it happened the way it did. But going back to your point about feeling your calling, you know, from a very early on, felt like I always had messages for people, and then I wasn't saying anything. Now I feel so blessed because I get to kind of share my messages in the form of a workout, or in the form of a healing, or in the form of a reading. And it's been such an incredible blessing, financially, emotionally, mentally, to be able to share all of that, you know. And I think when you're in that mode, you're a natural magnet for money. Don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Got to be in the flow. Well, that's a good note to end on today. And we will see you all on Friday at 2:00.
Yes. Is it 2 or 2:30? I think it's 2:30, but we can make it 2 if you want.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Everyone? Yeah, that sounds good. We'll touch base. Thank you.
God bless you all.
We love you.
We love you. Thank you. And please share this podcast if you want. And feel free to, you know, get your friends involved. Know that there's always a reading at the end of the rainbow here. And we can discuss any other topics that you want to discuss. Feel free to let us know. Positive Impact Magazine and Global group is on Facebook. Obviously, I am on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, as well as YouTube. YouTube is Nicole Fevrier Davis. Everywhere else at Nicole's MBM. And what's the acronym for your sites?
Positive Impact Empire, Positive Impact Global, PositiveImpactMagazine.com. All of those are .com. We'll see you there.
Thank you. Thanks, Gina. We enjoyed seeing you too, love.
Yes. Bye. Have a beautiful day. Blessed day. Thank you.